I never thought my life would turn upside down in a single night. You know how people say betrayal feels like being stabbed in the back? For me, it was like being stabbed straight through the chest. It was a Tuesday. I came home from work, expecting a quiet evening with my girlfriend. Instead, I found her with someone I knew all too well, my best friend. My world stopped. My stomach twisted. My heart pounded so hard I thought I'd pass out. And in that frozen moment, I realized two things. The person I trusted most had lied to me for months. My so-called best friend had been laughing behind my back the whole time. Tell me honestly, if that happened to you, would you explode in anger, or just walk out in silence? The days after felt like living in a nightmare. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. My apartment felt like a tomb filled with her memories, the photos on the wall, her clothes still in the closet, the smell of her perfume lingering in the air. Everywhere I went, I saw them. Not physically, but in my mind. I replayed every laugh, every dinner, every night out with the three of us. And I asked myself, were they already betraying me back then? Was I the fool the entire time? I shut people out. Friends called, but I ignored them. My phone buzzed, but I turned it face down. It's strange how betrayal doesn't just break your heart, it shatters your identity. I wasn't just grieving her. I was grieving the man I thought I was. Have you ever lost yourself completely because of someone else's actions? One night, after days of isolation, I dragged myself to the gym. Not to get strong, not to get healthy, but just to feel something. I picked up the weights, and with every rep, I imagined throwing away the pain. I imagined rebuilding myself from scratch. For the first time in weeks, my heart stopped racing with anger. It started beating with purpose. That night, I promised myself, this betrayal will not define me. I will define myself. Healing wasn't easy. Some mornings I woke up ready to fight. Others, I couldn't even pull myself out of bed. But I kept pushing. I started running every morning, even if it was just for 10 minutes. I cooked my own meals instead of ordering junk. I filled my nights with books instead of stalking their social media. At first, it felt fake, like I was playing a role. But eventually, pretending turned into living. Have you ever forced yourself to smile until one day you realized the smile was finally real? 6 months later, just when I thought I was finally moving on, I saw them. Of all places, the grocery store. I was reaching for protein powder when I noticed them walking down the aisle, holding hands, smiling like they hadn't destroyed me. My stomach dropped. My hands shook. They froze when they saw me. She looked guilty. He looked away. And in that split second, I had a choice. Do I confront them, demand answers, scream out all the anger I've been holding in? Or do I smile, nod, and walk away? I walked away. Not because I forgave them, but because they no longer had power over me. What would you have done? Would you have confronted them or let them go? Write it in the comments. I really want to hear your take. That moment changed everything. I realized I wasn't living for revenge anymore. I was living for myself. I trained harder than ever. I applied for jobs I once thought were out of my league. I started saving money, planning trips, meeting people who showed me what real friendship looks like. Success came slowly at first, but then it snowballed. I got promoted at work. I hit personal bests at the gym. I found myself laughing again, genuinely laughing, with people who actually had my back. For the first time, I looked in the mirror and didn't see the broken guy from before. I saw a man who had been destroyed, and rebuilt himself stronger. A year later, I got a message from her. 4 words, can we talk? My chest tightened. Not because I wanted her back, but because I knew this was the final test. We met at a café. She looked nervous, older somehow. She apologized. Said it was the biggest mistake of her life. Said she missed me. But here's the truth, I didn't feel anger. I didn't feel sadness. I just felt free. I told her, "You broke me. But because of that, I rebuilt myself into someone stronger. So thank you. But we're done." And I walked away smiling. Betrayal hurts more than words can describe. But sometimes, it's the exact fire that forges us into something greater. Do you think everything happens for a reason? Or do you believe betrayal just leaves scars? Let me know in the comments, I'll be reading every single one. And hey, if this story hit you, do me a favor. Thumbs up, hit the like button. Bell, subscribe to the channel. Speech balloon, share your thoughts. Your support isn't just numbers on a screen, it's a reminder that these stories matter to someone out there.